Dr. Earls for our Lead 620 course. This is week 2. I'll be trying to send a YouTube video in weeks 2 through 7. And I just wanted to kind of scope out the class and make some comments about your books, the text that you'll be using in our class, as well as the assignments in this initial YouTube video. First, I just wanted to say, and you'll read this in Dockery's book, but we oftentimes say that what's really needed in all of leadership is always the 3 C's: character, competence, and chemistry. And to say character always trumps the other 2, but you need all 3. Competence, you need to know what your responsibility is, the responsibilities that job entails, how to get it done, the competencies of just knowing that with confidence, what's right, what's wrong, what's important, what's not important. And then chemistry, especially the people skills and being able to connect with people, read people accurately, and work with people. Those matters. And I would just say with that, it's not a text required, but the little book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is a gold mine for that one thing alone, just knowing how to connect with people and work with them. That was the second highest selling book of the 20th century, second only to the scriptures. And it's an old book, 1937 publication by Dale Carnegie. But the fact of character is only truly learned from God Himself and our surrendering our lives to follow His Son with our all. And you could say it another way, it's holiness. And so that's where character really is drawn from. But you're going to read a lot of good things about character in the books and the text that you have. You've already read Barna last week, and you'll be getting into the other 4: Collins, Malphurs, Dockery, and Warren. Jim Collins is actually, to my knowledge, still not a Christian yet, but this guy is so committed to integrity and honesty, and it'll be a very inspirational read to go through his book, Good to Great. Several pastors have been investing in Collins for years, and Bill Hybels has had him at his leadership summit for the last 10 to 15 years. And 10 years ago, Collins committed to reading through the entire scriptures just to understand and discover for himself what is faith and who is God. But his book is great, and the things that you'll read about there about brutal honesty, BHAG, hedgehog concept, the right people on the bus, they're just great insights. Malphurs is taught at Dallas Seminary for over 20 years, I'm sure. I met Dr. Malphurs at Dallas when I was working with the North American Mission Board back 10 years ago, and he'd been there quite some time. But a man that's well versed. He pastored, he planted a church, and so he speaks from experience. And then Dockery, Dr. Dockery led Union University at Jackson, Tennessee for I think 15 years as the president, stepped down I think 3 years ago, but a very respected man across the nation, and just a lot of wisdom in that collection of writings that he edited in that book you'll be reading. And then of course Rick Warren, you've heard about for so many years. I had the privilege of meeting Rick back in the 1970s, and he trained us for summer youth evangelism teams. And Rick's just always been excited and sold out to Christ with his life. Actually, God used him in a small high school in Northern California to win most of the student body during his last 2 years there as a student. So these are the guys you're reading, the sources that you'll have to be digging into during this course. I'll be sending some questions that you can make use of for the interview assignment, but be prepared and be preparing for that interview assignment now, and who you're going to interview and what you want to find out from them. In your final project, follow those instructions, and especially in the last section, tell how you'll develop people and deploy people to say. Collins in his work stresses you can only have a great company as long as you keep producing great people. Howard Hendricks, that taught at Dallas Seminary for over 50 years, wrote in his book, Iron Sharpening Iron, if businessmen tell me people are their most important asset, my question to business people is, tell me what your strategy is for helping your people discover their gifts, develop their gifts, and then deploy their gifts in a way that helps the whole team accomplish its objective. And if that's true in the business world, he argued, how much more true is that in the church? And so in your final project, make sure that you bring that out in that third section, the biggest section of that assignment, about how you'll develop people and deploy them wisely in whatever entity you envision leading and what you'll be writing up in that final project. Well, God bless you, class. Look forward to this journey together with you. And God bless you. Have a good rest of the week. Bye.